Hi everyone, welcome back to English with Emma. Today you'll learn all about the present perfect simple tense. This tense can be quite confusing for a lot of people, so I'm going to try to answer any doubt that you might have. You'll learn the structure, when we use the tense, how to use the adverbs just, yet, already, ever and never. You'll also learn the difference between for and since, and been and gone. And hopefully by the end of this video, you'll all be experts on the present perfect simple tense. Let's get started. So let's start by looking at the structure. We use have or has plus the past participle, or V3 as I call it, verb 3. So verb 1 would be the infinitive, verb 2 the past simple, and verb 3 the past participle. Go, went, gone. Eat, ate, eaten. Walk, walked, walked. Dance, danced, danced. Notice that for regular verbs like walk and dance, the past simple and the past participle are the same. You just add ed to the infinitive. So in positive phrases, we start with the subject plus have or has plus the past participle. I have been to Portugal. He has studied French. I've done my homework. I have can be contracted to I've. I've done my homework. Contracted forms are much more common in speaking. We have been to Germany. We have can be contracted to we've. We've been to Germany. They have drunk 3 coffees today. They have can be contracted to they've. They've drunk 3 coffees today. You have studied a lot. You have can be contracted to you've. You've studied a lot. He has gone to the shops. He has can be contracted to he's. He's gone to the shops. She has started the course. She has can be contracted to she's. She's started the course. It has finished eating. It has can be contracted to its. It's finished eating. For the negative, we use the subject plus have not or has not plus the past participle. Have not can be contracted to haven't, and has not is contracted to hasn't. I haven't been to Portugal. He hasn't studied French. I haven't done my homework. We haven't been to Germany. They haven't drunk 3 coffees today. You haven't studied a lot. He hasn't gone to the shops. She hasn't started the course. It hasn't finished eating. For questions, we start with have or has plus the subject plus the past participle. Have I been to Portugal? Has he studied French? Have I done my homework? Have we been to Germany? Have they drunk 3 coffees today? Have you studied a lot? Has he gone to the shops? Has she started the course? Has it finished eating? Now let's look at the short answers. Have you done your homework? Yes, I have. Yes, we have. Yes, they have. Yes, you have. Yes, he has. Yes, she has. Yes, it has. No, I haven't. No, we haven't. No, they haven't. No, you haven't. No, he hasn't. No, she hasn't. No, it hasn't. When do we use the present perfect simple tense? For past actions with a present result. Look at this example. I have broken my leg. I broke my leg last week. It's still broken now. So although the action of breaking my leg happened in the past, the result continues into the present. I've lost the TV remote control. I can't find it now. So although the action is past, there is a present result. He has eaten too much. He feels sick now. She's drunk too much coffee. Now she can't sleep. I've locked myself out of my house. I can't get in now. We also use the present perfect simple tense to talk about experiences, and when is not important. I have been to Japan. He has eaten kangaroo. She's taken a Spanish class. I have written 2 books. I've made many cakes. They've won the championship 3 times. We've studied French in Paris. I've seen the sunrise at Angkor Wat. If we want to say when, then we use the past simple tense. I've been to Thailand. I went in 2005. For more examples of how we use the present perfect simple and the past simple, then have a look at my video, Past Simple versus Present Perfect Simple. When we talk about experiences, we often use ever and never. Ever means at some time in your life, and never means at no time in your life. We use the present perfect because your life has not finished. It's an example of unfinished time. Have you ever been to Japan? With the question, have you ever, we want to know if you've had an experience at some time in your life. I have been to Japan. I have never been to Japan. Have you ever studied French? I have studied French. I have never studied French. So let's look at some more examples of actions in unfinished time. I've drunk 3 cups of coffee today. He's done 2 exams this week. She's read 2 books this month. I have been to the supermarket today. I've done my homework this evening. They've been to Spain twice this year. We've had 4 meetings this month. I've worked out every day this week. So anything with this generally is unfinished time, and we can use the present perfect tense. This week, this evening, this year, this month. If the time is finished, we use the past simple tense. An example of finished time would be yesterday, or anything with last week, last month, last year. If you'd like more information about this, then have a look at the video past simple versus present perfect simple. We also use the present perfect simple for actions which started in the past and continue in the present. And to answer the question, how long have you? And we use for and since. Look at this example. We use for a period of time and since for the start of that period of time. How long have you lived here? I have lived here for 5 years. I have lived here since 2015. How long have you studied German? I have studied German for 2 years. I have studied German since 2018. How long has she worked at the office? She's worked at the office for 2 months. She's worked at the office since June. How long has he played the violin? He's played the violin for 6 years. He's played the violin since he was 12. How long have you been on holiday? We've been on holiday for 5 days. We've been on holiday since Wednesday. Let's see some more examples of time periods with for. For 6 years, for 2 months, for 4 days, for 10 hours, for 8 minutes, for 30 seconds, for a long time, for a while, for ages. Ages is a very long time. Since Christmas, since Easter, since October, since 10 o'clock, since 4:30, since Tuesday, since I was born, since they arrived, since we met. We also use the present perfect simple with just, already, and yet. We use just when an action finished a short time before. And we use the subject plus have or has plus just plus the past participle. Nothing for me, thank you. I've just eaten. I'm not hungry because I finished eating a short time in the past. You've just missed James. He left about 5 minutes ago. Don't sit there. I've just painted it. I finished painting it a very short time in the past, and the paint is still wet. The cake is still warm. I've just taken it out of the oven. Do you like Anna's new hairstyle? She's just had it cut. We use already when an action has been done before or happened sooner than expected. And we use the subject plus have or has plus already plus the past participle. I only got paid a week ago, but I've already spent all my money. In this case, the action happened sooner than we expected. I don't want to watch Terminator because I've already seen it 3 times. In this case, the action has been done before 3 times, and so we don't want to do it again. Oh no, the train's already left. In this case, I've arrived at the train station expecting that the train will be there, but it has left sooner than I expected. No coffee for me, thanks. I've already had 2 cups. I don't want another cup because I've had 2 before. We use yet with questions and negatives when we expect something to happen soon or we want to know if it has already happened. And yet always goes at the end of the question or the negative phrase. Have you done your homework yet? I haven't done my homework yet. Has she been to the supermarket yet? She hasn't been to the supermarket yet. Have you called your grandmother yet? No, I haven't called her yet. Now, 2 verbs that can cause confusion in the present perfect tense are been and gone. If we take the infinitive go, the past simple is went, but what's the past participle? There can actually be 2. It can be been or gone. So what's the difference? Been is used for experiences. So you go and you return. Gone is used for a past action with a present result. So you go, but you don't return. Let's see some examples. Been, remember, been is for experience. So you've been somewhere and you have returned. You are not there now. I've been to Spain. I went there in 2002. And if we want to say when the action happened, we use the past simple. I've been to France many times. I've just been to the supermarket. I need to put the milk in the fridge. I'm not in the supermarket anymore. I'm back at home. Have you ever been to Australia? Yes, I've been there twice. Notice that we don't say been in. Have you ever been in London? No. Instead, we say been to. Have you ever been to London? Now let's look at gone. Past actions with a present result. You have gone somewhere and you have not returned. You are still there. I've gone to my mum's house. I'll call you when I get home. In this situation, maybe you're talking with someone on the phone and you say, I'm sorry, I can't talk to you right now because I've gone to my mum's and I'll call you when I get back. He's gone to school. You can speak to him when he gets back. She's gone on holiday. I'm looking after her dog until she comes home. Watching, guys. Hopefully that has settled any doubts that you might have had about that tense. And if you did find the video useful, then please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more, then subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. So that's all for now, and see you next time. Bye.